Hi everyone, and welcome back to SevTech Ages, episode 5. I am Mark, and I went out and did a little exploring. I am just on the other side of that river we saw last time, by the Darklands biome. And this is that big arch thing we saw in the distance, and there's another one down there, and I have no idea what these are. They look kind of like smeltery blocks, and until I know what they are, I don't really want to break them because I don't know that that's going to cause them damage or not. But the other thing over here I found that I wanted to show you was, if I can get down to it without dying, those white blocks there. This is a giant skeleton, and if we break this, we get bone blocks out of the deal. And so this little spot that we've discovered is just kind of awesome, actually, for resources. It's not very pretty, but yeah, I don't know. I may have to consider moving a little closer to this just for the resources we can gather here. I'm sure we can find other stuff that's closer to our house. But I wanted to show those things to you to start the episode. And there's also a little hut here, and these are planks. We can take these. I don't think we can take the, those are like bundles of twigs, I think. I don't think we can take those. Let me clear out some inventory space. I've been trying to avoid picking up tons and tons of stuff, but as I'm learning, you just can't avoid it all the time in this game. We'll keep our shovel out. What else don't we need? We have some random stuff in our inventory which we don't really need. We don't need those. Let's see if we can actually break these. They're just going to break into sticks, it looks like. So, not a big deal. Stick those in our backpack. They're useful for making replacement tools. Which I had to do. I'm going to get rid of the eggs. Aloe will keep. We don't need plant twine. Twine will keep. And yeah, food will always keep. So that's a little better. So I have, as you saw, harvested a whole bunch of wood for our crafting needs. And I think I'm about ready to just let night fall and kill some Darklands monsters. I do need to figure out what I'm going to use as a safe retreat here before we do that, because from what I've seen, the Darklands monsters can be pretty nasty. There was a tree here, so I don't really want to use this house. In fact, I think I might actually just repair this damage. Not that we can make doors yet, but give the villagers at least a feeling of security. I think this might be the best house to use as a retreat, if I can figure out where the door is. I guess the door is on the back? Oh no, the door's on the front, right there. So if I do something like this, it's relatively easy to get in here, and I can throw some lights in here. Since I was smart enough to bring along some torches and close off the windows so monsters can't see us. And this gives us a sort of safe retreat for when we're fighting monsters and get overwhelmed. Hopefully that won't happen. But you never know in the Darklands. I am going to throw down a couple torches here along the edge. But I should really make us some tiki torches. I don't know how hard those are to make. I don't think they're very difficult. They give us a little bit better light, I believe. Let me go ahead and eat something. Looks like I might have needed to bring some more food. Let's look at tiki torches. Isn't that what they're called? Totem torch. They're just 2 sticks and a torch. We have plenty of sticks, as we know. Let me go ahead and make some of those just to have some outdoor lighting. somewhere I put down a crafting stump. It's over here. Yeah, there we go. So we put down our recipe, and as usual we have a crafting rock. And we whack it a few times. I'm not going to make a ton of these, I just want a couple. I want to see how much better their light is than a standard torch. I think they're somewhat better. The standard torches are really lame. They have a very small light radius. So we have a few tiki torches, or totem torches, I should say. So let's go out here. So if I get rid of you and you... Oh, there's a parrot. That's what I heard. Hi, parrot. I think we can actually... yeah, we can pick up animals too. I'm going to put this parrot out of harm's way. At least for now. So, what kind of light radius do you have? Oh, that's a lot better. That is a lot better than these feeble things. Yeah, I'm going to throw a couple of these down just so we have sort of a... at least a minor illuminated area to retreat to here. Right, so I guess I might make a few more of those just to light up. Oh, the sun is going down. I guess I won't. I guess what I'll do is get ready to fight. We have food on our bar. I want that dry dirt just so I can quickly throw down a door. Alright, let's wait for nightfall and see what happens here. Since I'm going to be breaking a whole bunch of things randomly, I may as well get some of those out of the way. Our inventory is still in okay shape for now. Dude, run and hide! The monsters are coming. Oh, there's a Venus flytrap there. That's what hit him. I'm not sure I like the fact that this is a forest rather than a plains biome. It's a little harder to see monsters as they approach. Ah, here they come. Well, here comes a zombie. You're not what we're interested in, dude. I mean, we'll kill you, but you're not really what we're looking for. The fact that the trees are completely black also makes it hard to navigate. Like, I have the brightness turned all the way up, and I really can't see what's going on out here. All the villager noises don't really help either. Alright, I hear a spider. That's not really what we want either. You guys are all just comfortable living around the living around the edge of this horrible biome, aren't you guys, villagers? Oh, there's a creeper. What I really need to do is make sure I keep my book. I should have marked the village, but that's okay. Wow, is nothing else going to spawn in here? How deep do I have to go to get to get Darklands creatures to spawn. Oh, there's one. I think that wispy smoke thing is an actual creature. Yeah. Wow, they really hurt. Oh, it's tiny. Yeah, they're so hard to see in here. Kind of want to do this just to help us see. Alright, well, this is going to be a slow process, it looks like. I'm not seeing a whole lot of creatures spawning. So let me hunt around for a while and come back and report on my success or failure. Well, as you can see, this just went perfectly. We got rushed by a bunch of zombies and a zombie villager, and unfortunately we fell in the well. So I have a death run to do. I'll be back in a few minutes once I figure out how to get back to where we need to go. And once I figure out where our base is, so I can cower for the rest of the night in a safe location. Let me get something to cover that door with. Alright. Well, and we also lost our book. So we do have a death compass which tells us where our corpse is. So I'm going to grab a couple items that we will need on our trip and do the run back to find our corpse. But not right now. Back in a few. We are back. And as you can see, I put up a little bit of a fortification here. It was pretty hairy trying to take care of all the shadow creatures that show up and all the zombies and the spiders and the creepers and everything else. We did have a few small explosion events here and there. But we also managed to get a complete shadow gem plus some fragments and shards. And I don't think this is enough to do what we need to do for the whole game, but it's a good start. So for now, I think I'm going to go ahead and head back to our base. As you can see, it was not without its own pain. So we did die several times. And we did pick up some of this abyssal craft plague flesh from the various mobs that spawned in the night. And we also picked up the shelf. And I don't remember where I got that. I think I found a hut on one of my death runs back. Anyhow, I am going to head back to our base and figure out what to do next. Because I'm kind of tired of killing monsters. At least for the moment. I have a pretty good idea of how to get back and forth now. It's relatively straightforward, but it does take a while. So unless I find something cool along the way, I will see you back at the base. One thing I'll point out in passing, I did find another village out here, which I'm going to mark on our map. I ended up spending the night here on one of my death runs back. But it's just a waypoint, nothing really special about it. But it's here. Okay, we have found a bear, and I am going to try and kill this bear without dying, because, oops, bears and wolves. Bears drop claws that we can use to make an improved weapon. Come here, wolf. Ow. I fail at fighting, apparently. Get rid of the sapling. I don't really need the meat. I do want the pelt. And I think I want the bear fat. So let's get rid of some wood. Alright, well, we killed that with only a minimum amount of pain. We only got one claw off it, so it was only barely worth it. We are getting pretty close to home. Here is our original village that we dealt with, where we got our farmland, and I believe those are our cherry trees off in the distance. So, yep, I see our marker. We are back. Finally. So, I guess I need to figure out what I'm going to do next. I believe I have some automation I can do now that we have a gem and a few fragments. I believe there's a way to combine the fragments into shards and the shards into gems. So hopefully we can get 2 gems out of this. Before I left, I did set up this strainer base with the fisherman strainer, and you can see we get some different stuff here. We get some vines and some fish of various types. So, it needs more bait, but I'm just going to leave that sitting there for now and let it do its thing, even though it's doing nothing at the moment. Let us block our entrance off for now. And we're back. And it's been a while since I've been here. So I'm going to empty my inventory and figure out what to do next. One of the cool things we picked up was a shelf, which I think I will put there maybe. And we can stick a lot of stuff in the shelf. It works like the chest, except it's on the wall. So it's a little more convenient to spot what you need in here. And we ended up with a lot of pickaxes. Go ahead and cook some potatoes. Grab some food off of there. The usual housekeeping stuff. So back in a minute. Okay, my inventory is in a bit better shape. One of the things I noticed is this bear fat actually works as bait. Oh, it doesn't work in this. It must work in a different kind of fish trap. Oh well. So I have a couple things I don't know what they're good for. I have these zombie plagued flesh, and I don't know if they don't show any use in JEI. Let's see what our advancements say at the moment. So the next thing we need to do is make a primal chest. And I think we can do that because we do have 1 gem. And if we look at the recipe for the primal chest, I believe it just uses... Oh, the primal chest is actually easy. It uses darkland oak wood planks, a regular chest, and just wood. I thought that was what needed the gem, but I guess not. So... that's wood, so I'm guessing we probably have to do the usual. Can we bark this? We cannot. So I'm guessing we do this and this. Yeah. I'm not going to process it all because we don't really need all that much. I think we have some oak in here. We have a stone. So let's make our first, the chest we need for this. We need a stone in the middle. Crafting rock, and then to make the primal chest that's easy to upgrade this at least. Alright, the primal chest is just a regular chest with 4 wood and 4 oak planks, or 4 dark oak planks. And we have the chest. So we put the chest in the middle, grab our crafting rock. Alright, well, there is one advancement. We have to make the flame-grilled whopper. We need to make leads to acquire animals. We need to make a teepee. The teepee is actually something we should make because I think the teepee lets you reset your spawn. TP, not T-key. So 5 leather, 4 sticks. We have plenty of sticks. Should have plenty of leather still. So was it like this? And like this? Yep, there's our teepee. And I am going to keep a wall of shame for all our deaths. Assuming I keep all the compasses and have the inventory space for them. So I think our teepee, it's actually night out. Can I set this up in here? There's not enough room. Wow, you take a fair amount of space. Alright, let's go ahead and sleep on our sleeping mat for now. Because that does not change our spawn point. Luckily, our spawn is not all that far away. It's just down the river a little bit. I think what I want to do is... Did you drop anything good? No. I want to figure out a new base location. And I'm reasonably happy with this area. We've got a nice big open flat area that we can take advantage of. We have a river right next door. So I'm not unhappy with this location, but I do want to get out of the cave. And I guess maybe the TP is what'll make a good first step to that. So maybe I'm just going to throw that down. I'm going to keep it close to our cave so we're not constantly running back and forth too much, at least at first. Clear out some of this grass. Alright, can we put our teepee here? We can. That looks very cool. And I think... we can only sleep at night. But I think if we sleep in this, it's going to reset our spawn for us. Which means we should probably make this area a bit safer than it is. And one of the things I want to do is get rid of some of this grass. But I'm sure there's something else useful we can do too. There is. We actually need to start making... we need to start making the tools we need to automate some of our crafting. Because, as you've seen, crafting is a bit tedious. So we want to get that automated as soon as possible. And our first step to automation is harnessing horses to do some of the work for us. And the way we harness horses is we make the horse version of some of the crafting tools that we have here. We can make a horse version of the grindstone and a horse version of the chopping block. And fasten horses to them, and they will do the heavy lifting for us. So let me see what I want to do. What I want to do is grab something like sand just to throw there. Just so if I'm distracted, I'm not getting snuck up upon. So we need to make a lead. Where is our leather? It's in my inventory, of course. And to make a lead, we need leather cordage, which we know how to make, plus some string. So we grab some string, and we do that, and we grab the strips that we made before, and we have plenty of these. So we do that, we grab our rock. There's our cordage. There's our cordage. Cordage, a couple strings, and hit it with the rock. And there's our lead, which gives us another advancement, which unlocks more things. So we can craft a horsepower grindstone, a horsepower chopping block, and there is a horsepower press too. So let's look at the recipes for those quickly. I think they're pretty straightforward. So there's the horse grindstone. It's some smooth stone, some more leads, and a stick. And then the chopping block. That is also horse powered. And it's got a similar, fairly simple recipe, but we clearly need a bunch more leads. So I think what I'm going to do is, let's see, how are we doing on time? This is probably run on long enough, even with me swimming back and forth and finding our base and such. So I think I'm going to call the episode here. I am going to do the crafting we need to. I'm going to make a bunch of leads, and I'm going to probably end up making more leather. Next time I want to have the horse chopping block and the probably the grindstone, and if we can make the press, I think it's called. Yeah. If we can make this horse press too, that will let us convert our gems into, or our shards into gems, the shadow stuff that we got. So we can make some more useful stuff with that. So that's what's on tap for next time. We also have the totem mod coming up that we're going to have to start working with because we need buffalo hides and teeth to do some of this stuff, I think. Like the wheels, I think, require those, although I could be wrong. But we are, we're kind of getting close to the end of this age, I think. I think once we finish this visible stuff, we might be ready to move on to age 1. I don't know. We'll find out. Thanks for watching. I hope you're having fun with this and enjoy watching me die a whole bunch of times, even though most of it was off camera. Leave me a comment about what you think about the episode. And you know the drill. Like, subscribe, hit the bell. And I'll see you next time. Have a great day and have fun.